Metal Gear Solid is a video game series like no other. Since beginning life with Metal Gear on the MSX2, the franchise uniquely evolved when the first Solid game hit PlayStation back in 1998, changing video games forever. Each game since has blended precision stealth action, adrenaline-pumping combat, and Hollywood-esque cinematic cutscenes, giving us classic after classic. Every installment is filled to the brim with memorable moments, from the first time we saw Snake swimming to Shadow Moses Island, to the infamous torture Naked Snake faced during Snake Eater. With so many iconic scenes, it really is hard to whittle it down to just 5 moments, but we love a challenge. So here are our top 5 Metal Gear Solid moments. As always, beware spoilers. Before we begin, why not subscribe to UNILAD Gaming and hit the bell for updates whenever we post a new video. One of the many recurring themes of the series, what took you so long, is a question we've been asked numerous times before, but it was best said by Big Boss's dear friend Benedict Kazuhira Miller when he was rescued in Afghanistan. Boss's trusted ally was in a pretty bad way, having been held prisoner and tortured for quite some time before finally being retrieved, something that Miller was painfully aware of as he looks up and makes us all feel horribly guilty with that iconic question.
What took you so long?
The anguish in Miller's voice really hits home, giving us an idea of the pain he's endured since Ground Zeroes. Still, the question itself shows that Kaz never gave up on seeing his old friend again, making this bittersweet moment equal parts heartbreaking and inspiring. We're here now, Kaz. Sorry we kept you waiting. The first of a few boss fights on this list, the End is an enemy with a huge difference to the ones we've faced before in this series. If you fight him conventionally, it makes for a tense, epic standoff that requires nerves of steel that you genuinely feel proud of if you win. However, you don't have to play the game this way. If you're feeling particularly crafty, you can adjust the clock on your game console and move the date forward by a couple weeks. In doing this, you actually cause the End to die from old age, saving you a lot of time that would otherwise be spent in an awesome boss fight. It seems a weird choice to make, but this is why it adds to this memorable duel, because you don't have to play the game fairly. Snake Eater gives you the option of playing without honor, and that's frankly amazing. There's even a chance earlier in the game where you can kill the End while he's sat in his wheelchair, completely skipping the boss fight scene altogether. This way of giving the player the choice of how to deal with an enemy made for one of the most memorable experiences of the MGS franchise. Metal Gear Solid 2 Sons of Liberty is a game that enjoys messing with you, like forcing you to play as Raiden instead of the infinitely cooler Solid Snake. When it comes to head trips though, nothing does it better in this game than Fission Mailed. Playing on the term mission failed that we see when we die in the game, most of us didn't realise that this isn't actually a game over screen. We're still visibly playing in the top left mini screen, still in control of our protagonist. This is Kojima messing with our heads in a way we never experienced before. Having just learned that our handler Campbell is actually an AI, we're already questioning what's real in this game. But Fission Mailed takes this idea one step further, leaving us totally lost in a self-aware virtual reality. That's a lot to take in when you're just trying to enjoy a video game. This boss fight is one of the most uniquely memorable gaming moments of all time. Confronting the creepy Psycho Mantis was never going to be easy. Just the sound of his voice would make anybody's skin crawl. But Hideo Kojima had something even worse up his sleeve with this one. Before the fighting starts, our gas-masked friend reads our mind, revealing which other video games we like to play.
Oh, so you've played Super Smash Bros. Melee before?
The guy even goes so far as to mock us if we don't save too often. Now we all know the game just read our memory cards, but as a kid, this moment made my blood run colder than Liquid Snake. To make things worse, the game then reads our every damn move, stopping us from landing a single hit on Psycho Mantis. What you have to do is change to a vacant controller port on the console, giving you the chance to take him down before he realises what you've done. As a bit of game design, this move was genius back in the day when wired controllers were the standard. When you add all of this together, it made for a gaming experience like no other. This is the heartbreaking moment when we learn the truth behind the boss's apparent defection. Earlier on in Snake Eater, our beloved Naked Snake is supposedly betrayed by his mentor in one of the most memorable double crosses in video game history. Understandably devastated, our protagonist is set on making up for failed virtuous mission, even if he has to go through the boss to do it. Eventually, we confront our former ally in an emotional showdown, with Naked Snake emerging victorious, but things are not what they seem. Later on, we're hit with a signature Metal Gear Solid plot twist. Eva reveals that the boss was no traitor. Her real mission was to pretend to defect to gain vital intel and then die by Snake's hand to cover her tracks. Knowing what she died for, we learn that the boss was a true American patriot. What did you think of our top 5 Metal Gear Solid moments? Were there any we missed? As always, let us know in the comments, give this video a like, and don't forget to subscribe to UNILAD Gaming on YouTube, and click that little bell icon for more great content like this.